Good morning. That might have been hella loud. I'm sorry. Anyways, today we are starting with a meme. Just double checking I'm actually recording. I am. Anyways, the meme says, it shows him, it's a Mr. Incredible meme. I'm sure you guys have seen it. He shows him happy. You see less AI generated images. Yay. You realize AI got so fucking good that we can't tell no more. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna show you guys in real time. Like, this wasn't even the plan for the video, but I have to do it. With Gemini, will admit I used it to make me a prompt. Here. Oh my god, thank god I still have it. Okay. I was sharing this with a friend of mine at work. I told Google Gemini, make me an image of a dinosaur with a head too big for its body. Make it a T-Rex, make it pink, make it funny, make it cartoonish, like the cartoon Calvin and Hobbes. I was literally fucking speechless when I saw this shit. It is fucking flawless. How the fuck is it flawless? And that truly just got in my head. Like, we are not gonna care when AI reaches a point of being so damn good it is indistinguishable from something a real person can make. Some people are gonna stop giving a damn whether it was an AI or not. That is fucking terrifying for everything about the world. Here's another example. I just told it, write me a comic strip with this character and like make it a joke that is similar to how Bill Watterson would write it. That's essentially what I told it. First comic. This rock is a terrible pillow. Maybe a log. Nope, too lumpy. I'm not a pillow. You walking melon because he tries to lay down on Hobbes. Sometimes the problem isn't the pillow, it's the head. And you see that the birdie uses him as a pillow. It's fucking watercolor, dude. It is fucking watercolor. There is cohesion in, like, oh my god. Guys, we are fucked. Literally, all I told it was now study Calvin and Hobbes' joke structure, make me a comic strip that emulates it using this dinosaur character. Fuck, we're so fucked. We are beyond fucked. Like, we are gonna, like, this tells me we are months away from perfect, like, Netflix-esque movies. Like, it's gonna be a fucking printing press for money for some people. Okay, anyways, enough of that. I think I kind of buried the lead. Sentient AIs, we're not ready. Because that's not even, but like, I'm trying to get you guys amped to understand how fucked we are. Like, how important this shit is. Like, we should be out in the streets like those crazy motherfuckers with the signs in the front and the back, like the end is near. I feel like that is actually appropriate based on the speed of this technology advancing. Alright, like I said, I'm working on going off of scripts now, so let's get back to that. I am willing from, and I never follow scripts perfectly. I am not that person, never gonna be, but I do have a script to guide me through the video. Hi, I'm Willie from William in the Middle, and today we're discussing what happens when AI becomes sentient. And I know that sounds abstract, but we're at the cutting edge. Like, we're creating systems that behave like they have awareness. Who gives a fuck if they do or don't? They will mimic it perfectly. We're not ready for that. Anyways, but once we figure out what sentience is, and I think that's kind of the fucking race we're headed towards, whether any of us realize it or not. But anyways, once we figure out what sentient is, it's going to affect how we treat animals, how we treat each other, and honestly, the future of the fucking world. If we don't figure out what it is, we're not going to be able to create AIs. Like, I genuinely believe that. I think the spark that makes us human is going to be the same fucking spark that makes AIs pretend to be human. Because, like, at some point, they're going to reach the point where you can't tell if it's pretending or not. At that point, it might as well be human. Like, are you guys getting this? Anyways, I know that this sounds scary, but the more we learn about AIs, the more we learn about humans, how we work. And that is truly the mind-boggling part. Because we work on similar principles. people are like, oh, it's not intelligence, it's just predicting the next token, the next word in the sentence. Okay, well, that's basically what humans do. We examine a situation and we determine, yeah, this is my next step in this situation based on all the context. There is similarities at the base level. The things that AI is missing is this: recursion, memory, and a sense of identity, and desires to do anything. It has no biological drive, but we can mimic it. We can give it fake drive, fake incentives. The line between humans and AI is gonna be indistinguishable. And I want to explore those ideas. Like I said, I'm really curious if people are gonna give a fuck once AI sentience is as convincing as AI art. There's gonna be a line where the uncanny valley is just crossed completely. Like, people are gonna fall in love with this. Like, what the fuck? I didn't believe that. Now that I look into it, it's like, oh my god, this is gonna recreate like human sentience. At that point, yes, people will definitely fall in love with it. Like, and that's just one aspect of it. It's gonna manipulate the fuck out of us. I don't know if out of humanity as a whole, but out of some people, oh my god, AI is gonna be the most devilish thing in the world. Because imagine trying to argue with the person who has had hundreds of years to study your tactics, can read your own strategy back to you, and give you pointers on how to make it better, and you're supposed to fight with that? How do you compete with that? That's not a competition. That's a slaughter. Anyways, so I had this conversation with a coworker of mine as well. And I get it, today is mainly just a talking head day. But actually, no. You know what? Let's have him make me another one that about VR and humans getting lost in levels of VR. Okay, because that's my next idea. It's not going to be a separate video, but I do want to have some kind of artwork going on. How do VR dreams and altered states show that humans are already inside of flexible layered realities? And that was the thing I was getting across to my friend. Like, the point, like, all of this technology is advancing our abilities to create games, to create fake worlds. Because before, you had to write the code for the entire thing. Also, this is kind of a shitty little thumbnail it made me. Lost in VR. Tone my bed trapped in digital levels. That gives me like a little brief pause. Like, okay, it's not perfect. It's bad. Make it perfect. Okay, now I'm just trolling, but let's see what happens. But yeah, like, okay. Once we create a world with VR, where the VR is convincing enough. Fuck, actually, I don't think that's the path it's gonna take. I think it's gonna be very much like Black Mirror, where they put like a little dot on their head, and that sends brainwaves to your brain to simulate a different reality. Nope. I think it's gonna be like that. People are like, no, we can never do that. You need to map the brain, and you have to map everyone's brain. Okay, what if I told you that LLMs are gonna fucking do that? AI is gonna fucking create a system to map our brainwaves. It's gonna advance the speed of which technology moves 1,000-fold. It's already fucking doing it. That is why I can confidently say that we're gonna have mapped the brain. We're gonna figure out what signals create what images in our brain. And I'm pretty sure there's like some universal template that all of our brains adapt to in how we interpret the world. But there's like little nuances for each individual. Like, if I send the same words, let's say I figure out the brainwave pattern for the word dinosaur, and I send it to Samantha, and then I send it to Bethany. They both have little circle things on their head. They're gonna see a different image in their head. But with AIs, we could create a system that actually reads everyone's individual internal framework. Once you map everyone's internal framework and how they experience reality, you can introduce a new one by just sending the signals and bypassing the visual cortex. Like literally, your eyes will be closed, but you'll see something. You will not be physically feeling something, but your brain will tell you you're feeling something. Because at the end of the day, all of our experiences are just electrical signals. They become electrical signals through muscle movements, through our visual stimulus, and it gets all encoded in our brain. We are kind of fucking machines, whether you want to admit it or not. My point is this, because there was a meta level to this. We're at the 10-minute mark, so I'll try to wrap it up. What happens when people stop knowing if they're in base reality? Like if I looked you in the eyes and I told you, yeah, this level is not real. And you just kind of stare back at me like, shut the fuck up. But like, what if that was a plausible question? Right now, it's not. The technology is not existent. Don't know if that's a word. We're going to move forward. But like, how much of a mindfuck would it be if I looked you in the eye and said, hey bud, you gotta get off the system. It's getting late. Your mom sent me. And then you just wake the fuck up. You're like, oh my god, what the fuck? You wake up to a different reality. And then the question I naturally gravitate to is, what do people tend to do in video games? Horrible shit. Things that are inhumane. Things that are inconsequential. But what if you lose touch with reality and you start doing those kind of activities in base reality, thinking you're in some VR world? We're gonna get schizophrenia and dementia and all those things, all those mental disorders. We wouldn't be able to criticize them no more, because who the fuck are we to say they're not right? Like, it's gonna affect culture, it's gonna affect reality as a whole. We're already struggling to find things to agree upon among ourselves as a community. This is gonna add another layer of friction that people are just barely realizing. Another few questions I did want to explore, but probably not gonna get too much time to do so because I don't like to make my videos so long. Where do animals fit in the spectrum? As far as I can understand, the main difference between humans and animals is recursion. They don't self-simulate reality. The way we humans typically simulate reality is, well, some of us, I think there's variation, but it's like playing Sims. You literally have a version of your head that is you. And you see yourself from a third world perspective. You tell it what to do, and we jump back and forth between those first and third perspectives. But we're able to do that, and by doing so, we're able to predict into the future. Like, what if I sat here and I played video games for an hour? I predict into the future, I would be bored out of my mind. So I'm not going to do it. I could sit here and predict, what if I pulled myself a bowl of cereal? I can see it in my head, it's happening, but I don't want it. Like, I can simulate the future things I want to do and then go do them. And that is actually pretty fucking magical. Another magical thing is, like, you can fix your own mental framework. You can adjust it. You can change it. It can adapt. And we also have a self-narrative that evolves as we be. Really, at the end of the day, human consciousness is self-narrative and identity. Without that, you are not a person. You are not an individual. I hope some of that made sense, because trust me, this is something I think about a lot. Let me know with this. Let me know with these few questions. How far away do you guys actually think we are from AIs that are basically sentient? I would bet fucking anything we are less than like 2 months away. Okay, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Maybe 7 months. My first instinct was a year or two, but then I have to take into account the exponential growth of AI and how it affects all of society exponentially. So yeah, I'm gonna say about 7 months. How are we gonna react to these things? Are we gonna go out into the streets and destroy them? We probably should. I don't know. Like, this is like fucking existential dread type shit. And it ought to be. Like, please, anybody wants to talk about this on camera, I would love to. I just want to create content to wake people the fuck up. Lastly, how should we prepare for them? I'm not all doom and gloom. I know it sounds like it from this video, but I use it constantly for all kinds of stuff. I'm not against AI. I think we need to find some sort of middle ground. But there are very important questions, and there is not enough fear in people's souls. Like, wake the fuck up, guys. Like, I'm sorry. You're telling me... I'm sorry, maybe it's because I love this comic strip growing up, but like, you're telling me this isn't fucking terrifying. That it is flawless. You could tell me a human spent 4 hours doing this, and I would not bat an eye. Oh my god, like, weird guys. Please just comment below, and I appreciate your time. I'm gonna try to make more content. Please leave comments. Like, I need guidance. I'm new to all this. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate any weirdo enough who's willing to watch this.